Well, thank you, Ryan and Katrina, again. Congratulations to all the hope givers for an amazing year. I mean, you guys went all in, and because of your generosity, we get the chance to meet people like John and Davo. You know, one of my favorite songs in Burundi, we used to go like, Mambo, sawa, sawa. Come on, man.
Mambo, sawa, sawa.
Yesakiwa enzine, mambo sawa sawa, mambo sawa sawa, mambo sawa sawa. It means things already better. Come on, man. Things already better. When the Lord is on the throne, things already better. Things already better. Things already better now. Come on! That means things are already better. I don't know what you're going through. You are watching wherever you are tonight. It means things are already better. When the Lord is on the throne, things are already better. You may be going through some difficult circumstances. Well, I'm here to remind you tonight that God hasn't forgotten you, and He's got plans for your life, and there is hope. And keep believing, keep hoping, and keep pushing forward, because greater is He that's in you than He is in the world, and greater is coming. So keep pushing forward. John, talk to me, my brother. It's good to see you.
So good to see you.
Man, you can tell from your accent, you ain't from Charlotte, are you?
I'm not.
But man, it's amazing. You know, I still remember just like it was yesterday. Let some of our friends hear. How did we meet you? What was it like? What was your condition like?
I was living in an orphanage in Burundi as a refugee from Congo. That's when I met Samaritan feet. Because a long story short, I was born in Congo, Republic of Congo. There is a lot of political wars, and that separates a lot of families. A lot of people died. And so we seek asylum in Burundi, was the closest country to the province where we live in South Kivu. Life was really tough. So I ended up being in an orphanage that was run by a guy named Ruben, who served in the church with Pastor Edmund in Vivante, church in Burundi. That's when they told us that there were guests to come in to visit, and they might have something. I did not know what to expect. But when you guys showed up with the shoes and socks, and just the joy you guys brought to the orphanage, the light that you guys brought to the kids in the orphanage, it was just unbelievable. I got a chance to meet a lot of guys, and that's where you were there, washing my feet, putting a brand new socks and a brand new shoes on my feet. I felt like I was on top of the world.
Come on, man.
It was surreal.
You know, bigger than the shoes, what did that moment mean to you?
It's a hope that it gave. It's the image that you matter. Because I just graduated school, by the way, finishing college, university.
Come on, man. You hear that? You know, so don't give up on your dream. Here's a guy that fled violence and war in Congo, became an orphan, that went into live as a refugee in Burundi, where there was this crazy war of Hutus and Tutsis. Eventually, he survived all that stuff, man. Went through school. I mean, you got to tell him a little bit about. I mean, wasn't it the truth that you thought your mother was dead?
Yeah.
And she was where?
In India.
She was in India.
Yeah.
And it's crazy she was in India. You didn't know, you thought your mother was there. You were an orphan living in this stuff. We came washed your feet, inspire you to dream, believe that God has plans for your life, that you're going to do great things. And then later on, you heard that your mother was alive. Tell them a little bit about that, because I think that's so important.
Yeah, as a refugee, we're going through the process to be replaced, kind of like a place in different countries that we're accepting refugees in. And through the process, our story matched what another lady in India was saying, that she missed her kids, they might be alive or not. And somebody trying to connect us through the UNHCR agency, for the refugee agency. So she called. She's like, I am your mother. I was like, nice try, lady. But it was like, this can be real. It's because we were in the orphanage for almost 10 years. So no news of her or any type of conversation until around the 2011, 2012-ish. That's when we started talking about 3 years before we moved here to in North Dakota in 2015.
And look at God. Like, God has a sense of humor. You guys all know he took me from Nigeria to North Dakota. He took this bad brother, man, all the way from Burundi to Bismarck, North Dakota. I bet you love that summer and winter.
Winter's enough, huh?
but the beauty, John, it's for people watching. Samaritan's feet is mother and shoes. Because I think the power, today, I still remember we shared stories about, what did you remember the most about when we spoke at your orphanage? That you want to remind people, what did you remember the most about our story?
I saw you see the leadership, the happiness that you guys brought. And I tell a lot of kids in the orphanage, I said, I can be somebody. I can be somebody some days. I can be this guy some days. It was the hope that I can be anything I want to be. Because I'm from somewhere where dreams are limited. Like hopes is not even an option for some people. Like you go, if you lucky enough, you go to high school. Like we saw in the videos, the kids have no shoes, no hope, no dreams. So when you guys came in, it's kind of like it took the blind off of our eyes. Be like, look farther. You can be somebody. You can dream whatever you want to dream, and you can achieve it. And I said it. I'm going to be somebody someday. Now I'm finishing school. It's a miracle from where I'm from.
You got a college degree now in international relations. His dream was, tell him what you want to make. What's your dream?
I want to work with the United Nations.
And paid forward.
Going forward, changing the refugees' lives, changing the kids like who are in the same situations that I grew up in. They want to inspire them to dream big, to have a hope that Samaritan Feet provide for me when I was young.
So if you're watching this today, the power is to see. I believe that success is not a solo venture. Everybody somewhere along the path, it's been helpful to somebody to help lift them up, to propel them to get them where you are. Now that he's been blessed, he believes he has a responsibility to be a blessing. Now he wants to be a conduit to help other refugees to find their purpose. So if you've never been on a mission trip, here's a living example of what it means to go serve at the Samaritan, because you never know how it comes around. Any word of encouragement to people out there?
I would just say, keep doing what you've been doing. We are the fruit of the seed that you planted. If it weren't for you, I don't think I'd be here right now. If it weren't for the hope that you provided in me when I didn't have any, if it wasn't for the smile, for the joy you planted in me, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. But it's thanks to you, thanks to Samaritan Feet, I am here. I can dream. I can achieve literally anything. And that's thanks to Samaritan Feet.